A person's wealth is determined by their assets, investments, and things that they own. I say true wealth is about how you live it. Your girl is back. Welcome to season 2 of Wealth Within Reach. This is a predominantly real estate investor audience, right? And so they may be saying, why are we talking about health and wealth? We should be talking about real estate.
Right.
And what they don't realize. So in my programs, I don't start with strategy. I don't start with financing. I start with mindset.
Yeah.
I tested this theory when one time I went to a conference. And I was like, okay, I get up early and I work out. I was like, let me just go down to the gym and let me just get ready for the day. And I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna do a quick workout. I went to the gym and it was packed.
Yeah.
And that said to me that achievers believe in taking care of themselves.
Yeah.
I say something about in order for you to be successful at investing, you have to be successful at optimizing your mindset, because the best deals that you're going to come across go the fastest. And you have to be in a mindset that you are able to make a good decision quickly. In order to do that, you have to take care of yourself mentally, spiritually, and physically in order to be in that situation.
So you're going to have times that you have to sacrifice, but that is not the state. That's not your constant state, right?
Where you should operate in all the time.
Right. Because reality is that's rooted in pride. If I don't show up for my kid in this way that they want because of something I need, it's still going to be okay.
Yeah.
And so with my mommy wellness clients, in the ways I work with women, I tell them all the time, your child's wants do not always supersede your needs. And you are teaching them a valuable lesson that just because I want it doesn't mean that I get it despite someone else's need. Reality is it's rooted in pride. It's not rooted in Jesus's way of operating.
It's not rooted in trust.
A lot of times we stop before we actually see the progress because we want to go faster. And so one thing about health, it doesn't build as fast as wealth.
Yeah.
And so
wealth builds slow too, girl.
It does build, yes. I guess
it's
that's
a marathon.
Myth. It's a myth. Yeah, it's a myth that it builds fast, but you might get that one good deal. It ain't gonna be one good deal with your health. You gotta really stay the course. Similar to wealth, you're gonna have some loose losses before you have that win. So truly just give yourself more opportunities to grow.
Money is the root of all evil.
Yeah.
Is that what it really says?
No, it doesn't say that. That's probably the most misquoted verse in the Bible.
Yes.
It says that the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. So there are a couple of questions you have to ask yourself. And the number one question is, do I love money? How do you know whether or not you love money? What are some of the signs? And there are many, many signs. But I'd like to just look at that verse. I believe it's 1 Timothy 6:10. And it says, those who have longed for money or crave for money, it says they have wandered from God and experienced many sorrows.
Wow.
So those are a couple of signs.
Yeah.
Do you crave it? Do you long for it?
Yeah.
One of the ways you know you long for money is, do you compromise your integrity to get money? And so we have to be very careful. Money is a tool to be used.
Yes.
It's a tool to be mastered, but if you're not careful with it, it will master you.
Ooh.
Okay? So
I felt that in my soul.
Yeah.
That was good.
Money makes a good servant, but a terrible master.
Ooh, yes.
And for a lot of people, because they crave it, because they don't have the right perspective, they end up loving money. And that just means putting money in a place where it should not be in your life. It's a servant. It's a tool. Okay. It should be used for good.
Yeah.
Also, when you use money, one of the ways you could know whether or not you love it is it drawing you closer to God or further from God? A lot of people get money. All of a sudden, they stop going to church. They stop volunteering. They're on vacation every weekend.
Yeah.
And so your true heart really comes out when you have money. Money does an amazing thing. It magnifies who we are.
It reveals who you really are.
It really does. Because when you're broke and you're struggling, you don't have a lot of decisions you can make. Because
I
you
heard
don't
you
have
say
freedom.
that. You were in a sermon. I quote you all the time now. Pastor Lee said, when you broke, you don't have options. I
Don't
was
have
like,
options.
you don't.
You really don't.
You don't.
And if you don't have options, the true you doesn't come out. But when you have options, the true you comes out. And money brings us options. And then one more way, and there are many, that you can tell whether you love money is, does it bring you sorrow or joy? Because a lot of people get money and their life goes downhill.
Yeah.
They get paranoid.
Yeah.
They get on an ego trip.
Yeah.
They hurt people instead of helping people.
Yeah.
So the bottom line, this subject is very important. And I try to demystify it and try to bring it to a level where everybody understands this is a part of our discipleship. Stewardship, financial stewardship is a part of our discipleship.
Wow.
So as a pastor, if I teach people or encourage them to pray, to fast, to worship, then I should also be encouraging them to handle their money well.